The second round of the Western Conference playoffs continue. It's Game 4 here on EA Sports. We're at Talking Stick Resort Arena in downtown Phoenix. Tonight, it's the Phoenix Suns taking on the Dallas Mavericks. Hello again, everyone. With Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, as we focus on the Mavericks coming into play, they lead the series 2-1, and this would set up a chance for them to take a commanding 3-1 lead.
And this has been a back-and-forth seesaw kind of series. It's had a little bit of everything, though. But I think Game 4 is where the rubber starts to meet the road. This is where the intensity really starts to pick up, and I think we'll see that tonight.
Doncic to Hardaway. Five on the shot clock for the Mavs. It's Ayton with the rebound. Mikal Bridges, great looking vision. McGee powers it through.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
Hardaway to Luka Doncic. He connects off the step back.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
It's Suns ball. Mikal Bridges. Probing the defense. JaVale McGee. Lets it fly from long range. His first effort off the mark. Dinwiddie with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Chris Paul. Huge block.
Just incredible timing on that swap.
DeAndre Ayton to Paul. Nothing going here on that drive. Mikal Bridges to Paul. Down to 5 on the 24. Mikal Bridges. Paul. Not easy.
That shot was nice. But that pass, that was the real highlight. Good teams always find a way to get the best shot available.
Hardaway to Dinwiddie. Short jumper stays out. Paul into the front court. Leads 3. JaVale McGee to Mikal Bridges. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
Doncic. Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Paul gets it in the left corner. They get it down to Paul. Ooh, Chris Paul. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
To Hardaway. To Luka Doncic. The drive, right to the basket. He cruises in for 2. Too easy.
When you're a EuroLeague MVP at the age of 19, let me break down why your game is perfectly suited at the PG spot to be a dominant one in the league. Because Luka Doncic is a technician offensively. In any screen and roll opportunity, he makes the simple read. He's not the most dynamic player offensively. He doesn't have Ben Simmons' athleticism. But what he does have is Rajon Rondo vision mixed with a jump shot where he can beat you any and every way he wants to.
To Luka Doncic. A pass stolen by Phoenix. JaVale McGee. Booker. Wide open look, won't go.
It didn't hurt him this time, but defensively, you got to prevent him from even catching the ball to begin with.
And he's going to the free throw line.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number one, to see if they'll get caught. And number two, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
Chris Paul at the line for 2 shots. A career 86% from the line. And hits the first free throw. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Dinwiddie into the front court. 12-6 our score. To Luka Doncic. Hardaway to Luka Doncic. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Tough shot for Dinwiddie. No good. Here's Paul. Brings it up the floor. Ooh, Chris Paul. That's now 4. He hasn't missed. He has that sixth sense that you just can't teach.
He's like a traffic cop, and he's navigating a myriad of bodies coming his way. And there's a smaller innuendo of the game that nobody talks about. When he makes a great pass, he'll tell the offensive player, shoot it, go up, dunk it. He will direct you and lead you to success.
Has a look. And the rebound taken in by the Suns. Paul across the timeline. It's an 8-point lead. Has a chance. Shot by Paul won't go.
The defense has to find a way to become mentally present in this ball game. Another open look, the offense is picking them apart.
To Dinwiddie. Tim Hardaway Jr. 2 of 4 now.
Old school equals high percentage.
Booker with it. Up 6. Lays it up and in.
Ed, all this talk I heard over the summer, what about CP3's hamstring? Will he be able to get back his first step? Will he still have it? There you go.
Doncic to Hardaway. And he finishes at the rim.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
Paul to Booker. Paul to Booker. Look out, Devin Booker missed his first. That one goes.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
To Hardaway. To Luka Doncic. Hardaway. Knocks it down off the step back.
Here's what's brilliant about Luka Doncic. Everybody thinks that you need to be fast or be able to ISO somebody and create your own shot with your speed or your athleticism or your explosiveness. That is not the case. Doncic is 6'8", 230 pounds. Put that smaller guard on your hip, post him up, walk him down, shoot shots over the top. If you have an uncanny style of play, that game can reward you a ton in this league.
Hardaway to Dinwiddie. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Doncic to Hardaway. And he hits. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Hardaway to Luka Doncic. Fires the three. Luka Doncic, marked man. Shot altered and no good.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
The shot rejected by Doncic. Paul. It goes down.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Trying to cash in. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Now Paul with the basketball. His team up by 7. Mikal Bridges. Nothing going here on that drive. Easy path to the rim.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Hardaway to Luka Doncic. Missed it. Almost a foul. They let it go. Here's Paul, controlling the offense. Surveys the floor. It's Paul for 2. Free throws coming up.
You got to know your personnel. That's not someone you want to send to the line for a free 2.
Chris Paul has got 2 shots coming, shooting 50%, some yes, some no, in this contest. First one goes down. And he makes them both. To Luka Doncic. Reset here. Let's see what they do. Has a look. No good. JaVale McGee. To Booker. Chance for Paul. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Oh, denied.
As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
To Paul. Oh, good defense there as the Mavs take it away. To Lee. Nothing going here on that drive. To Lee. Here comes the screen. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Oh, he had it.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
Shot's no good. You have to like the confidence, but that was a difficult shot. Has a chance. Add 2 points to the board. Deep 3 at the buzzer. We're 1 quarter down in Game 4. Jay and I return in a moment. You're tuned into the Western Conference semifinals on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Dallas with the possession. Here comes the screen. Lee. Probing the defense. 5 on the shot clock. Through 3. Rebound Bridges. Into the front court. It's Booker. The lead stands at 9. And that's rebounded by the Mavericks. Here's Barea. He'll run the offense. Deep right corner. Barea guarded by CP3. Screen coming. He had all day and all night to knock that one down. Need to hear more chatter on the defensive end.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
To Paul. Driving right to the basket. On the drive, it's Paul, but his shot stays out.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Here comes the screen. Dallas with 4 to shoot. To Lee. Here's a chance from long range. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Here's CP3. And Boban there to take in the rebound. Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. JaVale McGee swats it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Fires the 3. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. Payton into the front court. Lead stands at 7. McGee powers it through.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
And scores. Strong take.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, hedge at him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter, but still keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
Had a good look there, but it's no good. With the rock, it's Chris Paul. They'll get it down to Booker. Missed it. How'd that not go down? Lee with the basketball. Trailing by 11. Here comes the screen. Too much contact, and free throws coming.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
First one, count it. So he hits the first, misses the second. To Paul. Booker. To Paul. Down to 5 on the 24. The jumper's off the mark. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Mikal Bridges. And count the basket inside.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Going to launch beyond the arc. It's no good. Shot's not going down. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Suns. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Hardaway. Just off the mark. Booker. It was right there. Hardaway. That's good D. Shot no good. Here's Paul. Brings it up the floor. JaVale McGee to Booker. JaVale McGee. Short jumper off the mark. To Paul. DeAndre Ayton. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
To Luka Doncic. And he hits.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Mikal Bridges. JaVale McGee. Here comes the screen. Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. Paul. Man, that was a tough shot.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance, they're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
And he hits.
The defense needs to be in more of a stance and react better. A player with that kind of NBA talent level will get to the rim every time with moves like that.
Mikal Bridges goes to the right side. To Mikal Bridges. Mikal Bridges with the strong finish.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Mavericks with the basketball. To Luka Doncic. To Hardaway. To Luka Doncic. From long range. That's how you defend.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Mikal Bridges to Paul. And look out.
Like my old coach used to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's way too easy. Just keep attacking. It's easy money.
Now a whistle. Dallas will use the timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. To Luka Doncic. Trying to cash in, and he buries it on the step back. Jay, this move continues to evolve since the days of Allen Iverson.
It does so much, Ed. When you step back east or west while maintaining your dribble, look at all your options. Number one, A hezzy, you look at the rim, the defender jumps, you blow by him. Number 2, maybe a crossover in the same direction you just came from to throw the defender off. Or number 3, a raise into an easy jump shot. It's easy when you have this bag of tricks.
And when the game's on the line, that's arguably when it's most dangerous. Doncic to Dinwiddie. Another chance. Devin Booker rejects it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Mikal Bridges to Payton. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
To Luka Doncic. To Dinwiddie. 5 on the shot clock for the Mavs. Beyond the arc for 3. Doncic showing why the Mavs traded up to get him.
Look, that shot was going up regardless of what the defender was trying to do. That's called a heat check.
Mikal Bridges. Able to convert inside.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
JaVale McGee with the block.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
DeAndre Ayton to Booker. Mikal Bridges. 4-3. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Hardaway to Luka Doncic. 5 on the shot clock for the Mavs. Knocks it down off the step back.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
To Mikal Bridges. Booker. Layup goes down. Well done.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
It's the Mavericks right now at the controls. Hardaway. To Luka Doncic. Lets it fly from long range. Knocks down the 3.
Well, just the ability to step back and be able to knock that shot down, think about what that does to the defender, Ed. It makes the defender come out, which leads to the next setup, which is an easy drive to the rim. Look for that one coming soon.
And the result this time, another trifecta. Mikal Bridges down for McGee. Scores from the post.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
A shot at the buzzer. We reached halftime here in Game 4. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, fellas. Jalen here with your halftime report. The Suns are really feeling it today with an offense that looks stunning. Their offensive output has been amazing, and it doesn't look to be slowed anytime soon. They've been providing no shortage of highlights. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Phoenix Suns. The Mavericks are down at halftime and in need of some momentum. Of course, they still have 2 quarters to turn things around, but it won't happen without making some adjustments. Have a look at the leading scores for the Dallas Mavericks.
Game track. Points in the paint.
The Dallas Mavericks are in a situation where if I was the coach of the team, I'd hope they'd be insulted by the way they gave up points in the paint. Going into the second half, these guys really need to have some pride and be more assertive around the basket defensively. The problem became more apparent to me closer to halftime, resulting in the kind of plays in our highlight package.
Player of the half.
Chris Paul has been a defensive force in this matchup. If he's not stealing the ball, he's swatting it. And that combination has made for an incredible half. Here we go with the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
Here comes the screen. Shot from in close, no good. JaVale McGee to Booker. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
First free throw is good. And gets both to drop at the line. Doncic to Hardaway. Nothing going here on that drive. Devin Booker tips it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Booker, pass stolen by the Mavericks. Doncic to Hardaway. Nothing going here on that drive. Shot from the lane won't go. To Paul. And finishes strong.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds the inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
And the rebound taken down by the Suns. Here comes the screen. Has a look. Not that time. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Doncic down low for Powell. Can't connect from in close. Booker with it. His guys holding the big lead. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Doncic to Hardaway. Has a chance. And McGee there for the rebound.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly.
The NBA
Because of the
playoffs
communication. When these guys stepped on the
2022
court,
round games
they were
and highlights
back
will
and
be
forth
coming
to
up
each other.
next on the
And that kind of
Inspiriverse
communication,
Network
that
channel.
kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
To Luka Doncic. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Luka Doncic, marked man. Shot altered and no good.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
From the painted area, won't go down. To Luka Doncic. Goes reverse to lay it in.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
To Paul. And the rebound belongs to the Mavericks. Doncic to Hardaway. Here comes the screen. He was hacked. They let it go. To Booker. Slam dunk, DeAndre Ayton.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Doncic to Hardaway. Fires the three, trying for a 30-point night, but it's no good. To Booker. And a nice finish at the rim.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
To Luka Doncic. Hardaway to Luka Doncic. Dallas with 4 to shoot. Doncic gets it in the right corner. Hardaway buries it on the catch and shoot.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that, but that was nice.
Paul into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Mikal Bridges. Trying to cash in. Doesn't get the bounce.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no
The
way he's
NBA
in that
playoffs
position without the communication of
2022
the
round
backbone
game
of the
4
defense.
matchup will
When
be
you have a guy
coming
back
up
there who
next.
can block
C2
shots and
Memphis
tells you to
Grizzlies,
apply more
C3
pressure,
Golden
you know
State
you're in a safe
Warriors.
place.
Has a look. And that's rebounded by the Suns. Into the front court. It's Booker. Looking to make something happen. Almost. And he's not getting the call. Dallas owns the basketball. To Luka Doncic. Here comes the screen. Add 2 points to the board.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
JaVale McGee to Mikal Bridges. JaVale McGee to Mikal Bridges. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Count the basket inside.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Hardaway to Dinwiddie. JaVale McGee. Paul. Too easy. Defense has to communicate. There's a sixth sense there that you just can't teach.
If you're a player on the same team with CP3, you should be taking that point guard out to dinner every single night. There's something to be said about a guard that makes the game way easier for you to be even more of an efficient offensive player.
With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket. Suns with the basketball. Mikal Bridges. JaVale McGee to Paul.
Here we go. Double team. Double team.
Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Doncic to Hardaway. Doncic to Hardaway. Picked up by the Suns. Throws it down.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Doncic to Hardaway. Nice pass to get things going.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
New blood coming in for both sides. DeAndre Ayton to Paul. Another chance. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Lee. The shot, almost. Paul with it up top. He'll run the offense. The monster stuff.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
The drive.
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. The shot by Payton won't fall.
The NBA Playoffs 2022 round Game 4 matchup will be coming up next. C3 Milwaukee Bucks, C2 Boston Celtics.
Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Mikal Bridges to Paul. Dwight Powell able to recover with the block.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Brunson. Here comes the screen. Got it.
Not always the first option, but his number was definitely called on that one.
Suns control the possession. Screen coming. Baseline drive. No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten him there. Here's Barea. His guys down big. Here comes the screen. Chris Paul sends it away.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Here's Barea. Down a bundle. JaVale McGee pins it. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by JaVale McGee. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here comes some changes. Brunson. Deep two there, won't go.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jump.
Free throw good to cap off the three-point play as they continue to open things up here in the third quarter. Here's Barea. They can get a 2-for-1 if they hurry. To Brunson.
NBA Playoffs 2022 round game 4 matchup will be coming up next. Seed 4 Philadelphia 76ers, seed 1 Miami Heat.
Or over, go through.
Phoenix with it. Booker to Payton. Cashes in for two. He'll put it up at the buzzer. Look out, Devin Booker. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make. It'll be Suns basketball as we begin the fourth quarter, and it might be time to empty the bench, Jay. This game appears to be well in hand.
And their starting five has certainly earned the fourth quarter off. They've been terrific this ball game. And this is the type of game where you find a chance to relax. You ice up, you watch your other teammates play, you applaud them, and you get ready for the next game.
Barea guarded by CP3. And the Suns secure the rebound. JaVale McGee, deep right corner. Paul knocks it down. Defender has to get there next time.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Lee to Luka Doncic. Reset here. Let's see what they do. Oh, he had him there for a second. Doncic. Had a chance, but it's no good. To Booker. JaVale McGee. Driving right to the basket. Right down Broadway for the two. Defender has to pick him up.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Shot clock winding down to Luka Doncic. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
It's good. Count the basket and the foul.
Oh, he should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
DeAndre Ayton trying to cash in on a three-point play. He's perfect in the line so far. Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Dallas has it. To Luka Doncic. Take stock of the floor. For three, Paul the rebound. Paul into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. Count the basket at the rim.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Doncic. Trey Burke against Chris Paul. To Luka Doncic. Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. 5 on the shot clock for the Mavs. Can't connect. Hayden on the drive, but it won't go. To Luka Doncic. Not that time. Layup's good. That's as high percentage as it gets.
You know, it reminds me of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Here's a chance from long range. Luka Doncic, marked man. Shot altered and no good.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Able to convert inside.
And I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Five on the shot clock for the Mavs. Devin Booker sends it away.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
To Luka Doncic. Lee. Smothering D.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Chance for Chris Paul. Off the mark. Another shot stays out. To Luka Doncic. A drive, but he can't get it to go. DeAndre Ayton to Mikal Bridges. Paul to Booker. Look out, Devin Booker. Ooh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Dinwiddie picked up by Paul. Taken by the Suns. Flushes it home.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
Knocked loose. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Suns. It's going to stay with Dallas. To shoot. Hardaway. Oh, good offense beating good defense.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
It's Phoenix ball. DeAndre Ayton to Paul. Dinwiddie with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. To Hardaway. Off the assist.
When things click, they click. That's good offense right there.
JaVale McGee to Mikal Bridges. Here comes the screen. Paul. Cleans it up. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Mikal Bridges to Paul. Look out, Devin Booker. Now 4 for 9.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Nothing going here on that drive. Hardaway. And hits off a killer step back.
And that footwork was absolutely off the charts. Just that space, splash.
Here's Paul, controlling the offense. The screen sets him up for 2.
This is why I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
To Hardaway. Nothing going here on that drive. Off the mark. He loves the tough shots, but that one may be too tough. Paul across the timeline. His guys hold a commanding lead. To Mikal Bridges. Fires the 3, cleaning the offensive glass. Nice touch around the basket with the tip. The Mavericks signal for timeout as they'll talk things over here in this 4th quarter. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. From the painted area, won't go down.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
It's Paul for two. Open look, and he buries it. Defense has to wake up.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Hardaway to Dinwiddie. Count it at the line. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Doncic to Hardaway. Dallas with 4 to shoot. Has a chance? Not today.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jump.
Mavericks with the possession. Doncic. Oh, the Suns come up with the steal.
Let's just let the clock run out. We got to get out of here. I got a dinner to go to.
Here comes the screen. Ball's tied up. Neither player wants to give it up. They're in position. Let's see who can retain it. Hardaway to Dinwiddie. Hardaway to Dinwiddie. Shot clock. It's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Oh, nice find for the basket.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Now Paul with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Oh, you could sense that coming.
There is a premium market for players with that type of hand-eye coordination.
Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
JaVale McGee to Mikal Bridges. Paul. 5 on the shot clock for Phoenix. Going to launch beyond the arc. He was all over him. Dinwiddie into the front court. His guys down big. To Hardaway.
The NBA Playoffs 20222 round Game 4 matchup is now streaming live on the Inspiriverse Network channel. Seed 4 Dallas Mavericks, Seed 1P.
Phoenix has the ball. Look out, Devin Booker. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Suns dominated this game from beginning to end. The scoring display they put on is going to be hard to forget. It's hard to imagine anyone doesn't come away impressed with how effectively they score their points. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored to the Phoenix Suns. The Mavericks really lost big in this matchup, and you can tell it was tough on them. And every team in this league loses games. You just don't want to lose them like this. I can already see a players-only meeting in their future. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Dallas Mavericks.
Game track. Second chance points.
The Phoenix Suns did a fantastic job of closing out on the offensive boards. Even better, They were able to convert those opportunities into second chance points. These guys did an incredible job of being assertive once the ball was in the air.
Player of the game.
Chris Paul put together an incredible game, highlighted by his amazing defense. Not many guys come up with this many blocks and steals. Top plays, and we've got 3 of them for you.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of Ed Cohen and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.